Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this short tutorial, inshallah, we will learn to create embedded answer clause type of questions. With the help of these questions, we can create a variety of questions. For example, if we want to create a passage, a translation passage, with the help of these multiple coding, it will actually enable us to give multiple choice within a passage, a multiple options of to be chosen from. Which is not possible with individual multiple choice questions. We can only create, there is a limitation, but with this type of question, inshallah, we'll be able to create a passage with many multiple choices to be chosen from. Also, for Arabic grammar, if we have to create a table form question where we want to give in something like this, similar, and options to be chosen from. Also, if you want to give them a table and we have correct and incorrect options, and it will be automatically marked by the computer as well, inshallah. Or in an assignment, if we want to create a nations chart, for example, and we want to use a table form. We want the question to look like a table like this, like you're looking at on screen. And we can give columns and different choices to be chosen from, inshallah. Let's go ahead and create how to create this type of question. It is embedded answers clause type of question. Let's create one. We already have tables created on G Drive documents. That's what our course is using. We have created the gist test in a G Drive document, and multiple team members work on it. So here's a table that is already created there. In order to start making a question like this, you have to actually create a table and then paste the Arabic or type in the Arabic and then type in the correct and incorrect options. And this one here has everything. It has Arabic, it has correct and incorrect options there already. So I'm going to just copy paste it from there to here in order to show you how to create a question like that. Alright, so the code is very simple, easy. It only requires a little patience in order to sit down and add this coding throughout in every blank, in every place that we want it to look like a multiple choice. So one here, let's start again. It starts with the curly bracket. One stands for the mark, the portion of the mark. So this whole passage will have 7 marks, and it will give one portion from the 7 mark to, it will equally divide one portion to all the drop down menus or the choice that we give them. Multiple choice, MC for multiple choice, and S for shuffle, then colon, and we'll add equal mark for the correct option. So here it is. You don't have to shuffle the choices, the places of each choice. If you have your correct choice in the beginning, option 1 is correct, option 1, then you don't have to put it anywhere else. This S will automatically shuffle all the choices. Every time a student open a test, it will be shuffled for them, just like all other MCQs. Option 2, then tilde mark. Tilde mark is a separator between each option. So if you want a list of options, then keep separating with tilde mark. Option 3, and then we'll close it with the curly bracket. You can add as many options as you want. You want 10, you want 15, you want 20. You can add as far as you're separating them with the tilde mark. It will inshallah work. So here, this is a simple code. It will create a drop down menu, just like I show you here. This is a drop down menu, right? But if you want to create a radio selection button, then for that you will use MC, multiple choice, vertical radio buttons for V, and then S for shuffle. Or if you want the radio buttons to be horizontally presented, then MC, HS. We'll use this code and you'll see how it looks like, inshallah. Let's add. It starts with curly bracket, 1 for the mark, and you can change this 1 into 2, 3, 4. If you want one particular drop down to have more marks as compared to other, so you can make it 2 and it will give double marks to that specific blank. Excuse me. And then it should be, one more thing about it, it should be a round number. it should not be a decimal points number. It cannot be 1.5 or 1.75 or 0.75. It has to be a round number 1, 2, 3, 4, colon, MCS, another colon, then equal for the correct answer, the mountain, and we'll replace the slash with tilde mark. Slash, we actually keep it for our stuff. We understand it as, you know, a second and third option as a separator. But for the coding, you have to use the tilde mark. A slash will not present as a separator. It will rather show all of them into one choice. So tilde mark, another tilde mark, and then a closing bracket. Let's go ahead and add the two more codes. One for the mark, tilde mark, MCS, colon mark, not tilde mark, colon mark, and then equal for the correct answer, a tilde mark as a separator, and the tilde mark as a separator, and close the curly bracket. We are supposed to make it MCVS so that it's a radio selection button, so we'll do MCVS here for MCHS. Everything else will remain same as we've done in the previous ones, replacing the slash with tilde mark, and then close the bracket. Okay, alhamdulillah. As you can see, it's a little out in formatting, so let's select all and do remove the formatting, and we can center align everything. And save it. Often these questions could create error. The tables might show up as an error. So the best thing that you can do is use Chrome browser to create these type of questions. And even if you want to use formatting, Chrome works best. And also remove formatting. So removing the formatting will actually resolve the issues that often they show up as an error, inshallah. And then you can reformat it if you want to. You want to change the size, you want to add the colors. Save it. Let's preview it. Okay, alhamdulillah, here it is. This is a drop down menu, MCS code only, and this is vertical radio button selection, MCVS, as you can see, and the student can select the correct answer here. This one will not be very practical as it's taking more space, and for translation passages this is not a good choice. For assignments or any other test that does not have a timer running on them, you can use any of that, but any of these actually. So you can use any of these, but if there is a test that has a timer running on it, then the best and most practical is that the student is able to see all the table on the screen. So if it's a longer table, a student has to go scroll all the way to the right and bring to fill in and see all the options, just like here in the assignment. You can see it has 7 columns and student has to go all the way right in order to fill it. It's practical in assignment because there is no timer running. They can take as much time as they want. But for a test, if they have to scroll all the way right for every line, then it's not very practical, it's time consuming. So it is wise that we use either just 3 columns, or if it's a smaller option, it will depend on the choices that we're giving them. If it's a longer choice, it will take a longer space. For example, here in the grammar test, see, there's only one Arabic word, so it's taking a smaller space. So it depends on the spacing, how much, how big, how many columns we can add to a table, and that we have to take care of while we are creating a question. And that's all. Jazakallahu khairan kathira. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.